On Trent, England. A darter legend who's won over 80 TV major titles. He's a record-breaking 16 times champion of the world, and he's widely regarded as the greatest dart player of all time. And it's Phil, the power.
With a front row seat for Phil Taylor trying to take out 157. We saw the 161 yesterday. We're not going to see another one added to the roll of big finishers just yet. But we did see in that match, maybe not a massive improvement in terms of the averages, but in the way that he was throwing his darts, and certainly towards the end of the game, Taylor started to find his feet.
I think that's what really interests me the most, really, when we talk about Phil Taylor, because he says in his interviews he knows what he's doing wrong. If he can put that right, we could be about to watch Phil Taylor lift another title today.
Awkward.
Game shot the
Didn't have an awful lot of the bed to aim at there. Went to the right.
Ahead in the expectancy that Phil Taylor will continue this domination and take the opening set with 2 breaks the throw.
Game shot the first
Taylor's turned up. And with apparent ease,
Second set, first leg is filled to throw
he breezes past the owl. Who looked, I have to say, don't know if you thought this yourself, Matthew, slightly overcome with emotion when he was on the stage, knowing that he had this big match, this big moment.
Live, but obviously feels much more comfortable on the double 16. Is why he went for the treble 18 to potentially leave him on the double 8.
Richie O'Connor 32.
After 5 missed darts in this match, can Richie Howson now register a leg?
Have to hit the same double twice. Or now hit 2 different doubles.
Game
and he manages that. Richie Howson off the mark and maybe just in the nick of time.
Doubling percentage coming into this, just wilting a little bit, and that's a lot down to not what's in front of him, again what's behind him.
60. Richie O'Connor 32.
Just wanted to apply more pressure. You could see that in the reaction of the great man. And it's double 16. And it is all square, all to play for in the opening.
Start. Is the 15 opted? Now, if Phil didn't have that bounce out, we would have seen Howson looking at the 16 and the ball. Instead,
49.
He gets to leave himself on his preferred double 16.
All Taylor can do now is hit and hope. His hopes disappearing fast after a
82.
fast start.
Richie O'Connor 32.
Taylor and a slow one from Howson. This game has turned around step by step, leg by leg.
Game shot the second leg.
Leg by leg.
Richie Howson.
Richie Howson wins. It seems to be a familiar story at the moment. First 4 legs went to the power. Hasn't been able to register any for the next 5. We did say coming into this...
Contest, Howson with the throw, looking at 115. If he doesn't take it, Taylor will get a rare opportunity to break and the chance
99.
to end that trend of losing legs.
57.
I think that's the most important thing here. End that losing trend. Tops to register his first leg. The 5 straight misses.
37.
Howson to keep that run going, but a run that will stretch him over in the lead and get that 3rd set on the board.
Hasn't been getting darts at double. He's out of practice, Phil Taylor, over the last 15 minutes or so. Does he get more? He doesn't.
Richie
Howson gets a set. Put Taylor on the brink of elimination.
One dart left.
20.
He's gone below. Richie Howson got an unexpected chance in the last leg, courtesy of his 180. Phil Taylor gets an unexpected chance, courtesy of the missing of Richie Howson. It's going to be on the ball.
Game shot the second
It's in the ball.
Phil Taylor.
Right this man off at your peril. A little bit of trouble just getting to that line. And Taylor can take a step towards forcing a deciding set here. Double top.
20. Richie McCall, 40.
Big opportunity by virtue of those misses. The target that Taylor could not find is located by Howson,
Richie Howson,
who will now throw to cut the power in perfectly.
Game on.
A lot when people return to sports, don't you, when they've been out for a while and they go play their local Sunday League football and they say how the body doesn't do what the head wants it to. I think that's what we're seeing here with Phil Taylor.
140. Phil McCall, 164.
Richie Howson in position. And he's going to get match darts.
100. Richie McCall, 36.
This is the moment that he's dreamed of. And Richie Howson. Some issues with the points in his dart early in the match, didn't he? So got them changed.
Yeah, one of them got loose with the practice darts that he had. Well, we see a 180 here of him.
That is an area where he has been better than Leonard Gates. That's his 5th maximum of this tournament. Gates so far recording just a couple.
Hold on. There it is. Now we've got number 3. Brilliant darts. Brilliant. Yep.
Leonard Gates has to try and rescue this. So going 19s, 12 would leave the bull, treble 12, double 13. No intention of the treble whatsoever.
38.
But didn't get near the bullseye.
Darryl, you require 40.
Oh, Daryl Fitton
Game shot on the
finds
first
tops
set.
and finds
Darryl
himself a
Fitton.
set to the good against the man who produced a display
Second
of
set,
the
first
tournament
leg. It's
yesterday.
Darryl to
It
throw
isn't
first.
playing
Game on.
particularly worse. It's just Fitton.
134, which leaves him 100. 76. 16 or 20. What is he going to do? 16 for tops. Start for 2-0.
56. Darryl, you require
That reaction
100.
suggests that he fancies Fitton will take this.
Yep.
2 tops, you would think. There's
Yes,
one of them.
Open bet for it. Oh,
Game shot
what
the
a
second
brilliant
leg.
finish. This will
Darryl
hurt him.
Fitton.
This will hurt Leonard. 16, or will he go for tops because he hit that earlier? He'll go for 16 double 16, his favourite. One more dart. Let's make it all level in this set.
16. Leonard, you require 68.
Muttering away to himself because he knows now he's given the opportunity to Gates to win the set.
Especially in a leg where you hit a 180, you're always hoping to win that leg.
Game shot on
great
the
finish.
second set. Leonard
It's Leonard
Gates.
Gates who wins the leg and indeed the set. A really high quality.
Trebles out of 9 darts for Leonard Gates. It's always nice to have that. 81 left. Roll Fitton can only bring it down as far as possible.
59. Leonard, you require 81.
Treble 19, leaves
Yep.
double 12.
Game
Lovely.
shot on the
straight in.
second leg.
Beautiful
Leonard
finish.
Gates.
Instead of 119, betting the bullseye rather than tops, but then did it right the next time. Great moment.
Will this be too late?
140. Leonard, you require 40.
But he needed the full set
Game shot on the
to
first
stay in the
set.
set.
Leonard Gates.
And the set has now got away. Gates leads by 2-1.
Full set first
Meaning
leg.
he
It's
needs
Darryl to
just
throw
one more
first.
set
Game on.
to set up that semi-final showdown with Richie Howson tonight. Instead of 119, betting the bullseye rather than tops, but then did it right the next time. Great moment.
Will this be too late?
140. Leonard to require 40.
But he needed the full set
Game shot on the
to stay in the
first
set.
Leonard
And the set has now got away. Gates leads by 2-1.
full set first
Meaning
leg.
he
It's
needs
down to
just
throw
one more
first.
set
Game on.
to set up that semi-final showdown with Richie Howson tonight. To stop the game being over.
Well, he put a bit of pressure on the 280. Scoring like this, there's no pressure whatsoever.
140.
That'll make him think. Can he put another 180 in there?
140.
He is ahead, so there is a bit of pressure.
Got a slightly easier finish.
The way he's been hitting them treble 20s, you nearly expect him to do this, and double 10 for the match. Oh, what a finish! Unbelievable!
Absolutely superb.
The artist, Kevin Painter.
He did say he went 2-0 down against Dennis Harbour, set 1 and 2, and came back to win them. You said it was a tactic not to employ.
16. Michael Carr, 41.
Quizzical look from Kevin. Failed to find his range on the doubles so far. And the first set could be over in a flash.
Game shot on the first leg. Mark Dudbridge.
I did say that when you're on this run of missing doubles, you tend to take it out on a combination shot like this with a dart in hand and then stand there with your arms out to the side going, where have you been?
First part of the combination. Right, now the double, Kev. Where have you been? Finally, the painter. He's off the mark. He's in the match. Two-darter. What has Dudbridge got in response? If he can just stem the slide here, he's got full control of the match with a 2-set lead. This is the key exchange of the contest so far.
Kevin Painter gets the treble 20, stands back, resets, approaches this as a two-parter, and Kevin Painter hits the 98 finish and levels this game up. Kevin Painter lost the first 5 legs of that match.
Painter would hit a 180, he would be on a finish, but Rush had kept his wits about him. Back to back though from Painter.
Michael Carr, 32.
Can't do anything about Mark Dudbridge having these darts at the double. Did get the big call there from Paul Higgs, which sometimes can cause its own little distraction. Kevin Painter, back-to-back 180s have earned him this opportunity. We've had 3 180s in the leg. We've had 3 missed doubles in the leg. And we've had a 35 finish in the leg going the way of Kevin Painter. And this one's going in little lumps, isn't it? So we had...
Now he's looking at 91. Double 14. Would have left double 16. Painter gets a super-sized shot.
Kevin Carr, 151.
Try and break back.
Biggest finishes took so far this week, 120. Dudbridge has hit a 154. Painter for a 151 to break the throw of Mark Dudbridge. And you said expect some reactions. There is a reaction from the artist. He adopts.
Game to watch. 2 players going at it.
11.
It's a real
Kevin
cliffhanger.
Carr, 53.
Dudbridge misses his opportunity. Can Painter take his?
I think if you're a fan of reactions in darts, set the record button now.
Game shot on the first leg.
Kevin Painter in 2 darts takes the lead. He was 5-0.
One leg to nil in what is a really dramatic darting ding-dong.
One amazing.
More drama here than at Albert Square. One leg to nil in what is a really dramatic darting ding-dong.
One of the 60.
More drama here than at Albert Square.
And not convert this 100 finish.
He's gone tops. One in the left corner.
60.
And one too high.
Kevin McCall, 54.
Too much to take for the Flash family. And now Kevin Painter has his chance to seal a second successive semi-final at the Seniors World Championship.
He's approaching this like a man going into battle, and he seals the deal. Kevin Painter, a 54 finish for the match, a comeback.
Listen, people that say the seniors can't play darts, that's just made a mockery of that. That was a classic game. It really was.
Throwing 9 in elimination. Mark Dudbridge had half a dozen himself and was
60.
also knocked
Robert,
out.
you require 115.
But to start us off with a 12 dart leg, including a 180 and a 115 finish.
Robert
That
Thornton.
is why he has
Second
lifted
leg is
2
Neil to
out
throw
of 3 of
first.
these senior
Game on.
titles so far.
But crumbs in this opening set. This time, he cannot
Robert,
take
you
the
require
small
20.
sliver of a chance that Robert Thornton gave to him.
Game
And
shot
that
the first set.
is that.
Robert
An
Thornton.
absolutely sublime
Second
start
set, first
from the
leg. It's Neil to
Scotsman.
throw first.
Inevitable.
Just caught the flight on the way through. He's got a nice clean open
20.
target at the 10s.
Neil, you
That
require
140
108.
from Neil Duff. Never give up. Let's give him the opportunity at the 108 to get the advantage of the throw back. And
Aim
once
shot
again
the
for Neil
second
Duff,
leg.
it is
Neil
just
Duff.
one dart at the double, but this time he is able to convert.
Third leg, it's Neil.
Wiki said in that interview. This will get to him quick if he sees Neil Duff convert the breaker throw. That is a nice start for him and the way that his
30.
darts lie, but he couldn't make the most of it. So
Robert,
a
you
man who loves the
require
top end of
2.
the board, looking at 2 for 2.
Aim shot
And
the
Robert
second set. Robert Thornton.
Is in total control of this. Finally got away from Neil Duff. Are his chances over? Double 10 for Thornton. He doesn't like it. He's having to move.
20.
Duff returns with 3 more set darts.
Neil, you require
He
20.
heard the cry of, "Oh, Robert."
Aim shot the
Neil
first
Duff
set.
gets his
Neil
first
Duff.
set on the
Players in the
111.
field capable of producing both. Double top.
Aim shot the second
And
leg.
Robert Thornton
Robert Thornton.
with a fabulous finish.
Third leg, it's Neil
Started
to
the
throw
leg with the
first.
maximum.
Game on.
Completed it with 111, and he is closing in on that 100 average, you know, as well.
187.
Speaking of averages around 90, that match against Painter, the only time in all of his matches at the Seniors World
97.
Championship that Thornton hasn't
Robert,
averaged
you
more than
require
that.
78.
He's well in excess here. And he's going to leave Tops for the win. Top dog last year,
Game
and
shot.
Tops sees the Scotsman
Robert
through
Thornton.
to the semis. He demolished starting dream of defeating the great Phil Taylor.
It's Richie to throw first. Game on.
Full focus on the final 4. I'm Chris Murphy. Matthew Edgar joins me to guide you through the last 3 matches of the World Seniors Darts Championship 2023.
Take your pick. Who wins this one? Any one of the 4. And it's not going to take long to get our first maximum of the evening. We was treated to plenty of maximum.
Now, get at least 1 dart to win the set.
Got a choice. That is neither of them.
It was right in between the 2 choices, wasn't it? 12 or 20. Hit the 5, sandwiched between the targets.
I wonder how much that's a bad dart and how much that's indecisive, because a lot of times as
20.
players we've got an idea and we make a late
Richie
change.
McCall, 20.
And that just makes your point from earlier on, because he missed, didn't know where he was at all, and he went and threw another 5 when he should have been leaving a double. I think he thought he was going to be leaving 32. Needed a 15 for that. Doesn't matter anyway. The early signs. No. Draw first blood. Decides to split.
60.
Well, that was interesting.
Richie O'Connor, 80.
Goes for double 5. May get 2 darts at the double by splitting. He's only guaranteeing 1.
We say guaranteed in those sort of situations. Things can get nervy. He missed a big 20 going for the 52. And Howson, who was never in that leg, ends up winning the leg and winning the set, turning it round from 2-0 down.
To the bullseye that Sectionee avoids on finishers, but might have been a wiser choice there, because he'd be on a 2-darter if he did hit the 25 or the bull.
140. Richie O'Connor, 102.
This first one in, he'll be able to go to his favourite section of the board. The only way he's going to get there now is if he utilises the bull. Instead, he uses a treble 14 for tops.
Game shot the third leg. Richie Howson.
The composure of Richie Howson is to be admired.
Game on.
It's for Richie Howson to double his lead in sets. Treble 20 would leave double 19. Leonard Gates
82.
Get the chance
116.
to break the throw and then throw for the set himself.
He will get the chance at tops. Richie Howson nods along in the background. He expected that to go in. And Richie Howson, you was correct. Leonard Gates levels it up. 2 up in a little bit more handy there, because if he can't find a treble with the first dart, he's only going to get the 1 dart at the double here for the set. And Howson is going to pile on the almightiest of pressures.
It was actually, we know that Gates isn't the most advanced counter. It was actually the option of bull there, wasn't it? 25 leaves 59, only 5 fewer, but guarantees 2 darts at double. He's getting 2 darts anyway. Howson nods, Howson knows, Gates levels the match.
He did this earlier on in the opening set. It looked like Leonard Gates was going to pull away. But Richie Howson is nodding along in the background. He's done this twice, and both times he was correct. On this occasion, Richie Howson got that one wrong. And that 140 could be a saviour for him now, because it's given him an opportunity at this 2-darter. We're looking at 20 for the bull.
65.
On the green, but not in the hole. And Gates could put Howson in a hole now, because double 6 sees the American break the throw.
Darts. We saw the World Championship a few years back. Stuart Kellett put his darts in a fridge.
137.
Richie Howson has looked ice cool throughout this match. And he set up an opportunity to lead
100.
once
Richie
again.
O'Connor, 46.
Once again, leaves himself on that double 16. That couldn't have got any more in the centre for Richie Howson if he won. Like the miss. Still in a strong position. This would be a monstrous shot from Leonard Gates. He's not able to do it on this occasion. And Richie Howson, at every possible angle, has tried to leave this section of the board. This to put him 1 leg away from the final. And Leonard Gates is backed up into a corner. He's going to need to find something. He's going to need to find the next 3 legs.
Here, 164 to win the semi-final. 146 to save the semi-final.
146.
We've seen him take a 164. It's the biggest checkout we've seen so far. This would be his biggest checkout. Just trying to work out the maths, make sure he doesn't get this wrong. It's on. Double 16 for a match-saving 146 finish. Richie Howson was sat on a 2-darter, expecting to come back to or a miss. There is no other options with double one. That is 3 missed opportunities to save the match, and Richie Howson, for the first time in his career, will be throwing match darts to reach a World Championship final.
It is a tense end to a dramatic duel. But it's 2 darts at tops. And Howson only needs one to get it won. The man from round the corner is through to the final.
You're in the final.
Oh, great, isn't it?
It sounds really cheesy to say this is the stuff of dreams, but it really is.
Really, really is. I would never have dreamt the final. And yeah, fantastic. No words, no words.
It's like that perfect script, isn't it? The local boy bringing all of his fans and friends into the audience, but what a tense finish to that game.
Yeah, it was very tense. Yeah, I thought I'd blown it, and I thought that it was going to make it 2 sets all, and he gave me a chance, and I took it out.
Kevin Painter.
Kevin, you require 167.
2 trebles needed for a dart at the ball.
We were just talking seconds ago about the highest checkout in the tournament. Painter had it last year. This would see him get it this year, at least for now. The ball. It's perfect from Painter. What a start to the semi-final showdown.
You require 134.
Would not have been the intended destination for that dart for Robert Thornton. It would have been 8 to leave tops. It may not matter because Painter, having already taken out 167, wants another one in there for another supersized shot.
Shot the second man. Kevin Painter.
Thornton's left double 5 where things can get a little bit sticky.
56. Robert, you require 10.
Had a vice-like grip on this set, Kevin Painter.
Shot
It's almost like he
the first
squeezed the
Robert
stone
Thornton.
so tight it's turned to sand and slipped through his fingers. Robert Thornton, the beneficiary, and Lee has to rely
110.
on Thornton not taking this out. Treble 18, leaves double 18.
74.
That was a set-winning chance.
Kevin, you require 57.
If Kevin Painter can win the set from this position, he will walk off stage the far happier of the 2. Because he'd have felt that this one had gone. He'd have felt he should be 2-0 down.
40 after 12. Kevin Painter is hoping and praying.
140. Robert, you require 40.
Favourite double for Robert Thornton, and he finds it for the second set. Kevin Painter did everything he could to put the pressure on at the back end of that leg, but no move to the 18s, gives himself the option of the 92. But it's Robert Thornton's favourite double tops to break the throw and move himself within 1 leg of a second consecutive Seniors World Darts Championship final.
No substance. And Robert Thornton could finish it here.
135.
There would have been some way to put himself through to the final. It would have been his biggest checkout of the week. Surprisingly, just 115 is the biggest one for Robert Thornton. 15 is what is left. 15 for a place in the final.
98. Robert, you require 15.
7 for double 4.
And
Robert Thornton is through to the final. His time.
Richie Howson, chance for an early pocket picker.
Needs a treble in that segment, gets it. Bullseye.
97. Robert, you require 8.
We'll have his supporters in the crowd. You may have heard a collective groan as he found the green and not the red. Thornton.
Standard format, a race to 5. Robert Thornton is looking at 68 to get the first
68.
notch on that journey.
It is in. So it's double 4 for set 1.
Game shot the first leg. Thornton.
The Thornton family proudly cheering
Second
on
set, first leg is
their
Robert
man.
to throw first.
It's treble 19 potentially for Howson. He may go for the bullseye. This is a bit more of what we call the old school route, because a 25 would have guaranteed him a dart at the bull.
53. Robert your car, 58.
Interesting he opted for tops there, because he's always been trying to leave that double 16 section.
Game shot the second leg.
Robert Thornton always opts for tops.
Third leg.
Did Robert Thornton a bit of a cushion in this purely on the maths.
Yeah, no owl-like wisdom on show from Richie there.
94.
24
Robert
will be the
O'Connor,
target
64.
for Robert Thornton. Treble 8. Well, I assume it wasn't. It was pulled. But in the end, he gets a 24 in 2 darts, and the top's in 1, and Robert is on the rampage on his...
Drops that one low into the single 20. Be a treble 20 for Howson to give him a dart at the bull. Is that first one in the way?
110.
Wouldn't have had much of that bed that he could see due to that laying down angle of the dart. But it's an open bed for Robert Thornton. And it's a goal. It's 1-1.
Third leg is free.
The UK Open winner and a World Grand Prix champion.
180.
People spoke about him as a great of the game when he was still playing on the professional tour, but he's actually enhancing his credentials to be called that. Howson enhancing his there. Great response from Richie.
But it's tops for the set for Thornton. This is House.
60.
Robert Thornton loves that double.
Richie require 161.
Hates it right now though.
Oh, surely not. 180 followed by a 161. Surely not. You better believe it.
Richie Howson.
One saved the set. A 141 won't win it, and Robert will return with 98 to just render that previous
89.
moment, that marvellous,
Robert, you require
magical
98.
moment, totally irrelevant.
And he's got 2 darts. At the double 19, he only needs the 1. And look at what that means to Robert Thornton. Robert Thornton, he feels going to be aggressive with this one. That feeling wasn't correct for myself, but this would be a great feeling for Robert Thornton. I think he's completely
72.
miscounted that.
He has.
I think he thought the 25 was in. He thought the 25 was in because the treble 17 for the double 8.
He roared. Yeah, it was 87. It would have been
2 pecks.
He's only really pecking away at Robert Thornton right
45.
now.
Richie required 40.
To inflict the only second loss of the set on Robert Thornton.
Richie
Howson
Howson.
points the Scotsman by his own petard on tops. Just gives Thornton something to think about.
Many a times.
His biggest supporter is his beloved wife Christine. She
100.
once rather poetically
Robert required
described him
130.
as a pit bull with the heart of a lion. And there is that darting doggedness. Robert Thornton with a brilliant bullseye. 2 earlier.
Potential match saver. Looking for the treble 15 for tops.
93.
Robert Thornton
Robert, you required
returns
25.
for a 2 dart finish.
Double 2. Takes him
Game shot
closer.
the pits there.
Robert Thornton
Robert Thornton
is now a single set away from retaining the World Seniors Darts Championship title. He leads Richie Howson by 4 sets to 1. The final will conclude after the break. Thornton.
Game shot on the second
Richie
leg.
Howson still
Richie
hoping.
Howson. Third leg is Robert to throw first.
He's hoping.
Game on.
But again, I draw your attention to the green dot. He's going to need to break the throw of Robert Thornton. Robert Thornton doesn't need to break the throw of Howson. It'll just be a bonus for him. He'll be experienced enough to know it's just hold 2 more times and he gets his hands back on that trophy.
180!
Well, he has been playing well. Probably have taken it. A chance, a shot to save the situation.
126. Richie required 120.
To save the match. To deny Robert Thornton an opportunity at the 64 for the title. It is one dart only at tops. And that is all Richie Howson needs. A 120 match-saving shot. And Robert Thornton goes from beginning a dart here for the rest of the advantage of the throw. He's going to get 2. It's going to be 2 at double 10. Hold the breath.
57.
And he goes the wrong way. Signals
Robert, you require
the dart
52.
didn't come out the hand as clean as he would liked it to. And Robert Thornton leaves his favourite tops that he's been pinging this whole
Robert
match.
Thornton.
And once again, 83.
It is the ball.
64.
Match dart missed. Championship
Richie
dart missed
requires
by Robert
70.
Thornton.
Match-saving opportunity again for Howson. He was in this position not too long ago and he found a 120 finish. One more dart at double 4 to save the match and keep us going. Robert Thornton has missed 1 match
Robert to throw
dart.
first. Game on.
How many more will he get? But 2 more legs, treble 19. And that dart is very inviting for Richie Howson. And he's just over-pitched, he's gone over the crossbar. And Robert Thornton will get more match darts.
He won't. He won't. Robert Thornton has missed the opportunity, the best opportunity he's had.
57.
He was trying for 2 at tops. He should have had 1
Richie
at tops.
required 25.
He got none at tops. And if Howson can hit again, then it's back to the start.
Game shot on the 4th one.
5-0-1 away once more.
Robert, you require
118,
73.
number 25 for Thornton of the tournament. Sets up a chance. This time he gets his dart at tops.
Game
And
shot.
once again, Robert Thornton is on top in seniors darts. He remains